Peace, family. Peace. What's good, fam? Everybody come on in. I want to talk about how crazy the world's going because of the right for democratic human protest. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why and how and where did we get to this place where one man protesting, which is his democratic right, has a whole country in a spin. One man has a whole country in a spin because he chose to first kneel as an NFL player when the national anthem was playing at his football game. He chose to kneel because he wanted to show, or he basically wanted to, to have a message out there that the police of America are not doing a good enough job when it comes to the lives of unarmed black people. So he decided to kneel during the national anthem. America has gone crazy because he decided to do that. They went absolutely ape shit. What's going on, Hassan? Because Colin Kaepernick decided to to take a knee. Now, in the grand scheme of things, for me, someone's right to peaceful protest is just someone's right to peaceful protest. However, in America, it just seems to be a really big thing. And it's become like a racism or race issue. And I did a video the other day about how I don't think Americans are actually quite ready to have the conversation about race at the moment. And this whole Colin Kaepernick thing, to me, just brings everything home. And I'm still of the opinion that Americans just aren't ready to have the conversation about race or racism. If one man's peaceful protest, afternoon Jamie Wilkinson, if one man's peaceful protest is causing the country to go crazy. Now, what has happened for the whole, I think it's been over a year now that Colin Kaepernick has not actually played NFL football. Nike has decided to front him on a Nike campaign, and apparently Nike, as Americans say, has been paying him all this time. Like, he's been on, the Nike payroll for a while now, and Nike decided to run an advert with Colin Kaepernick, and people started burning Nike apparel, the stuff that they had already bought, the stuff that they had already given over to Nike. They started to burn it. Started to burn their trainers, or sneakers as America call. They started to burn socks. They started to burn anything with the Nike logo on it. People started to burn it. Why? Because Colin Kaepernick apparently had disrespected the American flag. That's what I heard on a couple of things. He disrespected the American flag. How the fuck did he disrespect it? Did he piss on the flag? Did he take a shit and wipe his ass with the flag? How do you disrespect the American flag? Like, that's what I want to know. People are very Americans in general are just not ready to have, the conversation about race and racism, because it causes these polarized reactions to race and racism. Now, does America have a racism problem? Yes. Black Americans were only allowed to vote. Okay? What we in 2018? 60 odd years ago. 60 odd years ago. 60 odd years ago, they were still hanging black people from trees. Just think about it. Just 60 odd years ago. Like, your grandma's probably 60 odd. Your grandma's probably 60 something. And when she was around, black people were swinging from trees. America's not ready to have the race argument because the racism argument is very close to the inception or conception of America. America's just dragging itself out of the racial divide. Not very well, but it's attempting to drag itself out of the racial divide. Just think about this. Only 60 something years ago, there were black people hanging from trees, bro. That's crazy. Just for being black. So, there are people of a certain age who actually remember that, you know, people remember that are alive today, and say, and they have that in their psyche. They have that, in their, I guess, ingrained in their DNA. They remember those times. So when Colin Kaepernick decides to take a knee, there are obviously older people who remember the times of when they were allowed to lynch niggers, right, in America. There's old people that were down for lynchings. Lynchings used to gather like crowds and audiences of thousands. Thousands of people used to go and watch a lynching like it was a movie. Do you guys understand that? Like, only 60 odd years ago, there's a lynching in so-and-so's burg, in Greensburg, down in so-and-so. Oh, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to go and do. I'm going to jump in the car, grab the friends, and we're going to go and see a lynching of a black man. That is only happened 60-something years ago, people. That's why when Colin Kaepernick takes a knee now, people lose their minds. Taking a knee! He knelt down! He fucking knelt down. Like, people are losing their minds like the guy killed someone or something. Like, he knelt down. He kneels down when the Star Spangled Banner starts, and he's actually paid. He's actually paid to play football. So it's not like he didn't. It's not like he doesn't play his game, or play what he's paid to do. He said, all right, cool. I'll take the money. I'll do my job. However, before the job starts and you guys play that tune, I'm just taking a knee. You're gonna do what? I'm just gonna take a knee. I don't really respect the way, America's treating, black men right now. You're gonna do what? And people go crazy for somebody having the right in a democracy to peaceful protest. I'm starting to wonder if America is actually a democracy or not. Like, is this a democracy where one guy who has his right to peaceful protest actually uses it and the whole country goes crazy and is polarized? America's racism is deep-seated, man. America's racism is so entrenched, and a lot of Americans don't even realize, both black and white, how much they are living in a racism hangover. They're in the hangover stages right now. Racism hangover right now, people. Yeah? In America. There's a racism hangover going on, and it's like Americans don't get that that's the world that they're living in. I don't understand how Colin Kaepernick, one man, right, can send a whole country crazy just for peaceful protest. And then now, obviously, Nike is backing him in this campaign now. And they have every right to back him in a campaign if he, if they want to stand by him, so be it. Like, the question I want to ask is, when the history books are written, and this goes down in the history books, are people going to say, you know what, Colin Kaepernick was right or he was wrong? That's what I want to know. I want to know when, just try and think forward in time now, as the world is changing and things are getting better or worse. Because remember when Muhammad Ali wanted to protest about not going to Vietnam, right? People were like, the whole country went crazy. But when we look back at it now, you're like, yeah, you know what? He was actually right. He was making, he was actually making a point. So when the history books are written after this Colin Kaepernick saga, what is the world going to actually say? Think about that. That's what I want people to think about. That's what I want the American people to think about. America is a country that just deals in extremes, man. People are saying, people are actually saying that, it's going to be bad for Nike's brand. And all you're doing when you say that is that you're actually acknowledging that people are actually ignorant in your country. Like, people are literally ignorant to what a democracy is, first of all, and what the right for peaceful protest is secondary. Like, he's allowed to protest. Let the man protest. He wants to take a knee. You're not hurting no one. Oh, but it's symbolic. It's about of America. Yeah, well, America is a country that only 60-something years ago hanging people like Colin Kaepernick. So the man who's not getting hanged anymore is decided to kneel down, and you guys still got a fucking problem. Like, what? You still got a problem with a guy kneeling down? Like 60-something years ago, he would have been hanging from a tree, but you got a problem with him now because he took a knee. Wow. Just wow, man. America is like the place is crazy. Like the place is actually madness. The way people seriously thought it was a lot longer than... No, it's not 60. It's just about 60-something years ago, man. Said yeah, said Romy Thompson. It's only 6-something years ago. My grandma is 80. So when she was like 15, people were getting hanged, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. When she was like going into her teens, people were actually being hung from trees in America. Madness. And people wonder why now America can't have the argument about racism. Now, I understand what's going to happen in America now. Like I said, everyone's emotional about racism. So the conversation can't be had. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying when you have a conversation and you're emotional, it's just not. It's not going to work. It's not. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. He took an E. No, he took a knee. A knee, Romy Thompson. He went down on one knee. He went down on one knee, not an E, not an ecstasy pill, mate. No, he went down on one knee. So he took a knee. Yeah. He took a knee during the national anthem, man. Like that was his right to peaceful protest. Now it's no bloody, secret that there are a lot of unarmed black men being gunned down in America. It's no secret that police and black people in America have had a long running history with one another. It's no secret. So this man decided to do something, which wasn't even physical. He just took a knee. He just knelt down. It's as if white America is saying, look, nigga, okay, we're no longer lynching you. Just shut the fuck up. Yeah? Just play the fucking game. Just play the game. Just throw the ball, run around. Just shut the fuck up. You're lucky we made you a millionaire, bitch. That's what it sounds like they're saying. You know? That's what it sounds like, and I'm like, I don't really appreciate that. Because it doesn't matter whether he's a millionaire or whether he's running out, running around on the field and catching a ball. Doesn't matter. There are people's lives that are like in danger because of the police force that's been told and been employed to protect and serve the actual American people isn't doing a very good job in certain parts of America. I'm not saying all police are bad. I'm saying there's definitely, a percentage of the police force that are doing some real fucked up shit, right? And we know that. So the man took a knee, man. People burning night. What the fuck? What? Seriously, what is burning your trainers going to achieve once you've already given the money over to the cashier and Nike has already taken that money from you? What is burning your trainers gonna achieve? What's burning your sneakers gonna achieve? What? It's a form of protest, says Unmoved Mover. Yeah, they have the right to it. They have the right to their protest. They can burn it, but I'm saying, what's it achieving? It's like saying, well, fuck you, Nike. It's like, well, they fucked you. What do you mean, fuck you, Nike? Like, they literally decided to run a campaign with a man who decided to peacefully protest. And people have got a problem with that. I think it's more, to me, it says more about the psychology of Americans, more so than anything. It just says more about their psychology. I think they've got a really warped psychology when it comes to dealing with race and racism. They just have. And I said it's just bipolar. It's just opposite ends of the scale, man, when it comes to dealing with race in America. It's like, yo, we gonna say, fuck the white man. We gonna kill every single white man and fuck him. And it's like, well, you ain't gonna win that war. Okay. And then it's like, well, these black people, they should honor the flag, and you know, it's our country, and they're acting like they're not Americans. It's like, no, it's not that either, you know. And then you got, well, there was a time when we had these niggers swinging from trees, and maybe they should realize that, you know, they lucky because they're not swinging from trees anymore. It's like there's so many like extreme like ways of thinking going on in America. So it's all extreme. It's just all extreme, man. It's like, fuck's sake. Like, where is the middle? Where is people just trying to just like be level-headed? Where's the level-headed people right now? That's what I want to know. Like, where are the level-headed Americans right now? Because, you know, I don't seem to be like seeing it. There you go, Kinsman Rav S. Where's the balance? Somebody needs to bring it all to. Somebody needs to have all of these. Somebody needs to see all of these opposing views, all of these extreme, and just bring them in. Just bring them in. Align them all. Just bring them in and say, yo, guys, chill. Everyone, chill. Let's have a fucking conversation, okay? Like, let's just have a fucking conversation, please. Can we just talk about what's going on? No, we can't, because I'm emotional about this, and I'm emotional about that, and I'm emotional about this, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, seriously, if everyone's just emotional, we're not gonna get anywhere, are we? Everyone's been in an argument when it's been emotional, and you know, shit gets said that shouldn't be said, people lose it, sometimes people start fighting, and all this kind of shit. So emotion when it comes to a conversation doesn't work. Listen, man, I respect Colin Kaepernick, right, for being able to say, you know what, even though I know I'm gonna lose respect from certain people, endorsements, X, Y, and Z, the man stood up for what he believed in, and that deserves respect. And I respect anyone that stands up for what they believe in. I respect it. But you can, if people are actually cognitive, they can see that he's not just doing it just to fuck people off, just to piss people off. He's actually doing it for an actual reason. He's not trying to troll people. He's not trying to piss people off. He's literally doing it for an actual reason, you know? So I just want people to kind of think about that. Oh, hang on. Do I need to charge my phone? Oh, no, wait. Are we back? Are we live? The stream just slowed down. Don't tell me the gremlins are in. Give me a 1 if you can see me. A 1 if you can see me. A 1 if you can see me. Okay, cool, we're live. Thank you. So yeah, like, people being triggered by this Colin Kaepernick thing don't make no sense to me, man. I'm telling you, it don't make no sense, mate. But yeah, let me see what the family's saying before I roll out of here. What do you guys think? You know? What do you guys think about this Colin Kaepernick thing? Family, you got 51 people watching, 13 likes. Come on, like up the thing. I actually know that there's a lot of people that are not getting my notifications when I'm live, you know? Because I used to get a lot more live people in the live stream. Something is afoot. Something doesn't smell right. I don't support protests. Not gonna burn my. I don't support his protest. Not gonna burn my Nike though. Okay, the Moog. Why do you not support his protest? That's what I want to know. Why do you not support his protest? That would be interesting. NRA supports him. The NRA ain't gonna support Colin Kaepernick, I don't think. the Moog, he should protest on his own time, not at work. Okay, so work time is still his time? No? I mean, he's definitely using the platform that he has to reach a wider audience and try and get them to understand what's going on. So I understand that. However, it's still his time. I guess it's still his time. It's Callum's fault, says Peter Fizz. It is Callum's fault, man. The internet. No, Guy Moore. I have a Guy Moore doesn't understand my history with the Gremlins. Mine and Callum's history with Gremlins that like to do all kinds of shit because they just don't like us. He shouldn't be earning from it. He shouldn't be earning from his protests, says Jimbo the Bull. Well, it just so happens that you live in a capitalist society. People get money for all types of shit nowadays, so I don't know. Was he breaking the law? I don't think he was breaking the law, no. But I think Donald Trump got involved and started saying, oh, you shouldn't do it and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, you know, Donald Trump doesn't need to get involved in the NFL. I'm just saying, unless it's to do with the government. And I guess Colin Kaepernick, actually thinking about it, Colin Kaepernick made it a government issue by doing his protest at the NFL and basically saying, listen, the government needs to do better. I retract that. So Donald Trump, I guess that's why he got involved. Gremlins are AKA undercover technical government agents. Indeed, they call me the boyo. Indeed. No, man, I respect him. I respect him. I do. I respect anyone willing to take a stand. Especially when you think about the racism in America. Like, especially when you think about how... Sorry, I'm live again, family. But, you know, work calls. I've got to roll out. Sorry about that, fam. It was a quick one. Just wanted a quick rant about Colin Kaepernick, but I've got to roll out of here. The Gremlins are still, but I've got to roll out, so, you know. And I've got to do also. So I'm gonna leave you guys to it, and I'm gonna go and try and make as much money as I can illegally. Peace, family. Peace.